Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. And if you are new here, hopefully this video definitely makes you want to subscribe so you can be one of my lovely little baby jaguars and my lovely little kitty squad. So for today's video, it's gonna be a little harsh. If you've seen the rest of my videos, you would know I'm very open when it comes to different opinions, and I'm just very chill in that matter. I don't really believe in dragging people. I'm not really with that shit because, once again, you know, if you drag someone, what are you really gaining from that? Not shit. But honestly, in this moment, I'm really just ready to start dragging people because of the level of ignorance from the cis community. So if you don't know, recently, Always removed the female symbol from their products. And if you don't know who Always is a feminine hygiene brand who makes pads and tampons. So they just took away the female symbol from their products, and the cis community is really pissed because I really don't know. But I'm just confused because it does not seem that deep to me. Maybe it's just like, you know, if it's not that deep to you, please let me know. But to me, it's really just not that deep. I really just don't care that much. But once again, I don't use any pads or tampons because I don't have a period, because I don't have a vagina, and I don't have a uterus. And you know, no one asked for this, TBH. There wasn't a boycott, a hashtag, you know, a march, a walk, this shit. Nobody really cared. It's almost like, remember back in, like, what was it, 2015, 2016, where they said they were gonna put Harriet Tubman on a dollar bill, and white people got pissed, and black people were sitting here like, we ain't asked for this shit. We were just chilling. Y'all just did this on yourselves. That's the same situation, TBH, because honestly, no one asked for it. They just did it themselves, and I'm like, okay, cool, you know, congrats. You know, thank you for understanding that not everyone who has a vagina identifies as female. But, you know, I'm really confused, and I'm sorry if I sound like really like dry and shit, but it's just aggravating, to be honest, because I don't understand why people are so what's the word, hurt over the smallest minuscule thing possible, but when I call trans people triggered snowflakes. A lot of people are saying that it's the erasure of cis women, or, you know, the way they say in their tweets, real women. And I'm really just confused because I'm mostly seeing this from black cis women, and I don't understand. Y'all sound like white people when they talk about white genocide, to be honest. Y'all really do, and it's just really aggravating at this point. I'm so over people thinking that trans people existing somehow threatening their lives and threatening their visibility that they have tenfold of, and threatening them in general. It's really aggravating. It's annoying at this point. And I feel like I keep having the same conversation over and over again on my channel about trans people just wanting to live their best lives and find ways to improve the next generation of trans youth. And it seems like we just keep having the same conversation over and over and over again. And then when I try to talk to people and tell them, hey, you know, many trans men have periods, many people born with, you know, stereotypically female anatomy still have periods, but they might not identify as female. So I can understand why, because the way I related this to me is the fact that I have really big feet. And women's shoes don't ever run in my size, to be honest. I'm not gonna give up my shoe size because, you know, I'm not trying to embarrass myself or expose myself. But the way I related to that is, I guess, with shoes, and when I look for like socks or something like that, or something like specifically feet that's not like shoes or whatever, sometimes I have to look in the men's section because I have such big feet, and women's shoes, feet stuff usually runs to like what size, 12, 11, 10ish. So it's kind of, I guess I can relate to that, but it's not something that's gonna make me like super it's not gonna trigger me, and it's not something that's gonna make me, you know, super dysphoric. It's just something like, oh fuck, are just really ignorant when it comes to stuff like that. Because I tried to explain that trans men have periods and shit, but for some reason in their heads, when they said trans men, they thought of trans women meaning people transitioning into women. They thought I was talking about them, and they were saying, oh, you still have a penis, da 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 da, just because you're a trans man, you do not get a period, you don't have a uterus and shit. And I'm like, y'all sound so fucking dumb. And then when I try to explain it to people, it's always a situation of them just dismissing it completely when they're the ones looking stupid, not having the right information. And also to tie into this video, because I'm sick of this conversation. I really thought we were past this point already. And what pisses me off is that trans people weren't in full outcry over the symbol. They did it themselves, you know, kudos to them. And it's causing such a controversy over the smallest thing possible. And I don't understand why. It just does, like, please tell me, am I on like am I on Staten Island or am I in Brooklyn with everyone else? Please tell me, am I the only one that thinks that it's really just not that deep? And the whole idea of an erasure of cis women, y'all, for some odd-ass reason, feel threatened by trans women, and I will never understand it. You push your own insecurities onto trans people and then try to drag them. And, like, you know, cis women are going to be in the comment section pissed about it, but it is very apparent. Y'all constantly show that you are threatened by trans women because of the insecurities you push on them. You know, there is, like, many women go through not feeling pretty enough, not feeling woman enough and shit. So then when you see what they would consider a man in a dress, you would think, oh, they're getting all this, this, and this, and they're not even, you know, real women and shit. And you're pushing your insecurities. And, like, y'all can drag me all you want in the comment section, but it is very apparent. You push your insecurities onto trans women and you try to drag them for shit. Just for living, bruh. Just for existing. Speaking of trans women, I just want to give a moment of silence to the trans woman that lost her life in ICE custody. She lost her life in ICE custody after escaping Honduras because of all the gang violence and shit. She was raped by many gang members and contracted HIV, and then she died in ICE custody. RIP to her. We definitely need to, you know, do something about ICE and the way they treat people, because it's not right, to be honest. There should not be concentration camps for undocumented immigrants. I don't understand why we do have them, but you know, whatever. And you know, it's really sad what happened to her, and it's sad what's happening to a lot of trans women around the country. A trans woman was also just shot in the head. We have trans women who got tied to the back of cars and dragged through the streets. Like, I'm not even joking. There was a trans woman who was tied to the back of a car and dragged through all the streets and had severe physical injuries. We're still facing a lot, and it's really upsetting that, especially as a black trans woman, that I can't get any sympathy from the rest of my black community, especially black women, to be honest. It's really upsetting that we have to do shit like, you know, constantly tell you guys the same things over and over again because y'all just refuse to listen. And I know it sounds like I'm just really dry and like I don't care, but I'm like just so over it, to be honest. So thank you for watching this video. I know I definitely wasn't as, you know, loud as I usually am, but it's just aggravation, to be honest. I just want to end this video off by saying, you know, research before you post shit, because sometimes you look dumber than you think in your head. You think you think you snapped, but honestly, you really look dumb. For the comment section, I don't really care what y'all put. Just put something nice, and please keep it cute, keep it cordial, keep it, you know, non-derogatory. Follow all my social media links in the description below, and if you want to find out what equipment I'm using, it is listed in the description below. It is not affiliated or sponsored. I'm just giving what equipment I use to help out smaller YouTubers who are looking for cheap equipment. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Bye.